How to be happy every day, even when life is hard. Written and published by Language of Empowerment. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt happy? Not just a smile for the camera, but a deep sense of inner peace. Life can be unpredictable, messy, and sometimes downright difficult. Between work deadlines, family obligations, and unexpected challenges, happiness can feel far out of reach. But here's the truth. Happiness isn't about having a perfect life or avoiding tough moments. It's about adopting small, meaningful habits that help you find joy, even when things get overwhelming. These habits don't require a lot of time or money, just a shift in perspective and consistent effort. In this video, we'll explore science-backed strategies that can help you feel happier every day. From practicing gratitude and nurturing connections to embracing mindfulness and physical movement, these tools can empower you to take charge of your happiness. They'll help you build a mindset that doesn't rely on circumstances, but instead focuses on what you can control. The best part? These habits are simple to integrate into your daily life. You don't need to wait for everything to be perfect. Just a little shift in how you view the world and make small positive actions each day can lead to long-term happiness. Are you ready to start your journey toward a more joyful life? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Understanding happiness. Many people misunderstand happiness, thinking it means always being cheerful or never feeling sad or frustrated. But that's not the case. True happiness isn't about forcing a smile or pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding balance in life and learning to appreciate the small moments of joy, even when things aren't going as planned. Research shows that happiness is influenced by three main factors. Around 50% of happiness is determined by genetics, meaning some people naturally have a more positive outlook. This is just how they're wired. Then 10% of happiness comes from your circumstances, your job, where you live, or your financial situation. Interestingly, this isn't as important as we think. The remaining 40% is influenced by your mindset and daily habits. This is the exciting part. Nearly half of your happiness is within your control. It's shaped by your thoughts, actions, and perspective. By focusing on small, positive habits and shifting how you view challenges, you can improve your overall happiness. Even when life is tough, these habits empower you to create a more joyful life. So, happiness isn't something that depends on perfect conditions or circumstances. It's something you can cultivate daily by focusing on what you can control. Chapter 2. Gratitude as a superpower. Gratitude is far more than just saying thank you when someone holds the door open for you. It's a powerful practice that can completely transform how you view the world and experience happiness. By making gratitude a regular part of your life, you train your mind to focus on the good rather than the bad, shifting your attention from what's missing or going wrong to the many things that are going right. This shift in perspective has the ability to bring a deep sense of peace and contentment, no matter what challenges you may be facing. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or hardships in life. It's about noticing and appreciating the small, often overlooked things that bring value to your day. For example, you may feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, hear the sound of birds singing, or simply be thankful for waking up healthy and alive in the morning. These moments, although they may seem insignificant, add up over time. Acknowledging them builds a foundation of positivity, one that helps you stay grounded in gratitude during both good times and difficult ones. Research has shown that actively practicing gratitude leads to numerous benefits, such as improved sleep, reduced stress levels, and a higher overall sense of happiness. Gratitude helps to diminish negative emotions, such as envy, resentment, and regret, which often cloud our minds and limit our ability to experience joy. By creating mental space for appreciation, gratitude encourages a mindset of optimism and joy. Gratitude also rewires your brain. It trains your brain to focus on the positive, even during tough times, making you more resilient in the face of adversity. Over time, the more you practice gratitude, the more naturally it will come to you, helping to shift your mental and emotional patterns toward positivity. Instead of fixating on the negative, you will become more adept at seeing the good, which enhances your ability to navigate life's challenges with a positive outlook. Chapter 3. The Power of Connection. Human beings are inherently social creatures. Connection is part of our DNA. From the moment we're born, relationships shape who we are and how we experience happiness. Whether it's with family, friends, or even a pet, meaningful connections provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose. However, in today's fast-paced digital world, it's easy to feel isolated despite being constantly connected online. This makes it even more important to nurture genuine face-to-face relationships and create a support system that lifts you up. Think back to the last time you shared a meaningful conversation with a close friend or had a genuine laugh with someone you care about. Those moments likely left you feeling lighter, understood, and genuinely happy. That's because connecting with others triggers the release of oxytocin, the love hormone in our brains, which strengthens feelings of trust, bonding, and overall well-being. Research shows that individuals with strong social connections tend to experience greater happiness, better health, and even longer lives compared to those who feel disconnected. But building and maintaining these connections doesn't have to be complex or time-consuming. Start with small efforts. Reach out to someone who matters to you. A quick text, a phone call, or a coffee meetup can go a long way in reinforcing your bonds. Even the smallest gestures have immense power. A simple, heartfelt message, remembering a birthday, or offering a listening ear can go a long way in nurturing deeper connections. These small acts can have a lasting impact on relationships, creating happiness for both you and the other person. Ultimately, it's not about how many people are in your circle, but about the quality of your connections. By prioritizing meaningful relationships and making time for others, you will experience a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 4. Celebrate small wins in the pursuit of happiness. We often get caught up in the idea of achieving major milestones, landing the dream job, buying a house, or reaching a significant life goal. While these accomplishments are rewarding, they don't happen every day. What if instead of waiting for these big moments, you could find happiness in the small wins that happen regularly? Learning to appreciate these smaller victories is a powerful way to stay motivated and happy, even during challenging times. Small wins are the little accomplishments we often overlook. They might seem trivial at first glance, but when you pause and reflect on them, they hold deep meaning. Did you finally tackle that pile of laundry you've been avoiding? That's a win. Did you manage to check an item off your to-do list or squeeze in a quick workout? Another win. Even simple things like waking up on time, cooking a healthy meal, or making someone smile are wins. These small moments may not make the headlines, but they are the foundation of a fulfilling life. The science behind celebrating small wins is truly fascinating. Each time you recognize an achievement, no matter how small, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. This surge of dopamine boosts your mood and reinforces positive behavior, making you more likely to repeat those actions. By celebrating these little victories, your brain starts associating progress with pleasure. Over time, focusing on small wins helps shift your mindset. Instead of dwelling on what you haven't accomplished, you begin to celebrate what you've done. This shift encourages gratitude and builds a mindset of continuous progress, which keeps you motivated even when the big wins feel far off. Recognizing and savoring your daily accomplishments is a simple yet powerful practice that builds resilience and encourages a sense of fulfillment. Incorporating this habit of celebrating small wins can transform your outlook on life. It empowers you to focus on the positive, increase your happiness, and create lasting momentum toward your bigger goals. Chapter 5. Movement and Mindfulness. Happiness isn't just a mental state. It's intricately connected to how we treat both our bodies and minds. To create lasting happiness, we need to engage in practices that nurture our physical health, emotional well-being, and mental clarity. Two powerful tools that play an essential role in this process are movement and mindfulness. These practices can help reduce stress, keep us grounded, and boost our overall mood, even when life feels overwhelming. By incorporating both movement and mindfulness into your daily routine, you can establish a sustainable foundation for happiness that supports you through life's highs and lows. Let's begin with movement. Our bodies are built for movement, and staying physically active isn't just about maintaining good health. It's also vital for emotional balance and mental clarity. Physical activity has the incredible ability to boost our mood, especially through the release of endorphins, often referred to as feel-good hormones. These chemicals flood our brains, lifting our spirits and helping us combat the stress and tension that build up throughout the day. While we may often associate exercise with intense workouts or hours spent at the gym, the truth is that even small amounts of physical activity can have an immediate and lasting positive impact. For example, a 15-minute walk, a brief yoga session, or even dancing to your favorite song can all work wonders. The beauty of movement is that it's adaptable to your own lifestyle and preferences. You don't have to follow a strict fitness routine or push yourself to run marathons to experience the benefits. What matters most is finding activities you enjoy and that fit naturally into your day. Maybe you love gardening, swimming, hiking, or playing a game of tennis with friends. These simple pleasures all count as movement and contribute to a healthier, happier you. The key is consistency, not intensity. Regular movement, whether it's a quick workout, a daily walk, or playing a sport with friends, helps improve mood and boosts energy levels over time. This simple act of getting your body moving in a way that feels enjoyable and sustainable ensures that your happiness isn't reliant on occasional bursts of intense activity, but on steady, enjoyable habits that serve you over the long term. Now let's talk about mindfulness, another crucial practice in cultivating happiness. In our modern world, we are constantly surrounded by distractions. Our minds are often busy worrying about the future or reflecting on past mistakes. These distractions can prevent us from fully experiencing the present moment, which is where true happiness resides. Mindfulness is the practice of intentionally bringing our focus back to the present, of becoming fully aware of what we are doing, feeling, and experiencing in the moment without judgment. Mindfulness has many forms. For some, it might involve traditional meditation, where you focus on your breath or use guided imagery to calm the mind. For others, mindfulness might look like deep breathing exercises or practicing gratitude. The beauty of mindfulness, however, is that it doesn't require any special tools or environments. You don't need a meditation app or a quiet room to practice being present. In fact, mindfulness can be integrated into the most everyday activities. For instance, when you take a walk, focus on the sensation of your feet hitting the ground. If you're drinking your morning coffee, savor the taste and aroma, allowing yourself to be fully immersed in the experience without distractions. Even simple moments like watching the sunset or listening to your favorite music can become mindfulness practices if you engage with them with full awareness. These small moments of mindfulness serve as reminders to slow down and take a pause from the constant rush of modern life. As you practice being present, you'll find that your mind becomes quieter and more focused, and space is created for positivity, gratitude, and joy to grow. Mindfulness fosters a deep sense of peace, helping to dissolve anxiety and stress while increasing overall emotional resilience. Combining movement and mindfulness can amplify the benefits of both practices. For example, mindful walking is a wonderful way to blend both. Instead of just rushing through a walk, take time to pay attention to the rhythm of your steps, the sounds of nature around you, and the sensations of the environment. Feel the breeze on your skin, notice the colors of the trees, and become aware of your body's movements as you walk. This simple practice turns a regular activity into a meditative experience that nourishes both the body and mind. Yoga is another excellent way to combine movement and mindfulness. Through the fluid movements of yoga, you can focus on your breath and the sensations in your body as you stretch and strengthen muscles. This combination of physical movement and mental focus creates a powerful sense of balance, reducing stress while increasing flexibility and physical strength. Incorporating both movement and mindfulness into your daily life doesn't require huge changes. It's about finding simple ways to engage your body and mind in a way that feels meaningful to you. These practices help you stay grounded, foster positivity, and build emotional resilience, even in challenging times. They empower you to take control of your happiness and well-being, creating a sustainable foundation of joy that lasts beyond temporary fixes or fleeting moments of pleasure. When you make movement and mindfulness a regular part of your routine, you're not just improving your physical and mental health, you're also investing in your long-term happiness. Chapter 6. Shifting your perspective. Life is full of ups and downs, and while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to those events. This is where the power of perspective comes in. The ability to shift your perspective can transform the way you experience challenges and opportunities. It doesn't mean denying the difficulties you face or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Instead, shifting your perspective involves seeing the bigger picture, understanding the deeper meaning, and finding growth, even in adversity. When we encounter obstacles or face setbacks, our natural reaction is often to ask, "Why is this happening to me?" It's a normal response, especially when things don't go as planned. However, if we linger on this question too long, we risk falling into a mindset of frustration, helplessness, or even anger. While it's okay to feel upset when things go wrong, remaining stuck in that emotional space can limit our ability to move forward and grow. Rather than focusing on why something is happening, try shifting the question to something more empowering. What can I learn from this? Or, how can I grow through this experience? By reframing your perspective in this way, you shift from a victim mentality to a more empowered mindset. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for personal growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. For example, consider a situation where you didn't get the promotion you were hoping for. At first, it's easy to feel defeated, discouraged, or even question your worth. These are natural reactions, but by choosing to shift your perspective, you can begin to see the bigger picture. Perhaps this setback is an opportunity to learn new skills, explore other career paths, or focus on aspects of your job that you've overlooked in the past. Instead of ignoring the disappointment, you acknowledge it, but also look for the silver lining and the opportunities for growth. Shifting your perspective doesn't mean pretending that pain or difficulty doesn't exist. It's about acknowledging the reality of the situation and choosing to focus on the positive aspects or the lessons to be learned. It's about understanding that challenges, although difficult, are often the breeding grounds for resilience, wisdom, and personal development. By changing the way you view challenges, you allow yourself to grow stronger and more capable in the face of adversity. A great way to practice shifting your perspective is through journaling. Write down the challenges you're facing and reflect on them from a different angle. Ask yourself what lessons or insights these struggles might be offering you. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns in your thinking and behavior, and you'll likely start seeing challenges as opportunities rather than roadblocks. Journaling can help you reflect on how far you've come and the growth that's taken place, even when it seemed impossible in the moment. Another powerful tool for shifting your perspective is mindfulness. When confronted with a difficult situation, instead of immediately reacting, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and step back from the emotional intensity of the situation. Try to observe the situation as if you were a neutral third party. Imagine you're watching a friend going through the same thing. What advice would you give them? How would you suggest they approach the situation? By stepping back and observing without judgment, you can often uncover insights and solutions that weren't immediately clear in the heat of the moment. Mindfulness helps you create emotional distance from challenging situations, which allows you to respond with clarity and purpose. It creates the space you need to shift your perspective, from reacting impulsively to responding thoughtfully. When you stop and take a moment to observe, you can reframe your thoughts and actions in a way that leads to growth, learning, and empowerment. In conclusion, shifting your perspective isn't about avoiding or ignoring life's difficulties. It's about embracing challenges with an open mind and choosing to see them as opportunities for personal growth. By practicing mindfulness, journaling, and consciously reframing difficult situations, you can cultivate a mindset of empowerment that enables you to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and optimism. The power to shift your perspective lies within you, and it's one of the most powerful tools you have for creating a life filled with meaning, growth, and happiness. Chapter 7: Cultivating Purpose and Meaning. Happiness isn't just about experiencing brief moments of joy. True happiness comes from a deeper sense of fulfillment that can sustain you through life's inevitable ups and downs. This fulfillment often originates from having a sense of purpose and meaning in life. Purpose gives you direction, while meaning helps you connect the events in your life to what truly matters. Together, they form a strong foundation for happiness that can endure even the most difficult challenges. Many people believe that purpose is reserved for extraordinary individuals or significant life achievements, but that's not the case. Purpose can be found in the simplest of everyday moments, whether it's caring for a loved one, helping a friend, pursuing a passion, or contributing to your community in small yet impactful ways. The key is that purpose is deeply personal. It isn't about meeting the expectations of others or adhering to societal standards. It's about identifying what resonates with you, what makes you feel alive, and what provides direction in your life. Finding your purpose starts with introspection. Set aside time to reflect on the moments when you felt most fulfilled and at peace. These moments are often clues to where your purpose lies. Maybe it's when you're helping others, creating something meaningful, solving problems, or spending quality time with family and friends. Consider the activities that make you lose track of time because you are so fully engaged in them. Additionally, think about the causes or issues that inspire passion within you. These can often point you in the direction of your deeper purpose. Once you have a clearer sense of what gives your life meaning, the next step is to start living in alignment with that purpose. This doesn't mean you have to make drastic changes right away. Even small, intentional steps can lead to meaningful progress. For instance, If your purpose involves helping others, you could volunteer a few hours each week or simply reach out to someone in need of support. If you find joy in creativity, make time to engage in artistic activities like painting, writing, or crafting. The key is to make choices each day that align with your values and what truly matters to you. Living with purpose doesn't require grand gestures or ideal circumstances. It's about intentionally incorporating meaningful actions into your daily life. Even in the face of obstacles or uncertainty, living in alignment with your values will help you find a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. Small acts of purpose, over time, can have a profound impact on your overall well-being, creating a life that feels more grounded, joyful, and meaningful. Whether it's a quiet moment of connection with someone you love or the satisfaction of doing something that aligns with your passions, these moments add up to a life well lived. Ultimately, purpose is not a destination, but a continuous journey. By paying attention to what brings you fulfillment and making purposeful choices, you build a life that has meaning. This is the foundation of lasting happiness, a sense of purpose that remains steady even in the face of adversity. Chapter 8. Embracing Self-Compassion. Happiness often feels distant when we're our own harshest critic. It's easy to fall into negative thought patterns when we focus on our perceived flaws or compare ourselves to others. However, one of the most powerful yet often overlooked ways to foster happiness is through self-compassion. Learning to treat yourself with the same kindness, patience, and understanding that you would offer a close friend can profoundly transform the way you handle life's challenges, and ultimately, it can enhance how happy you feel. Self-compassion isn't about excusing mistakes or avoiding self-improvement. It's about acknowledging your struggles and imperfections without harsh judgment. It's recognizing that being human means facing difficulties, making mistakes, and experiencing setbacks. These are shared human experiences, not signs of personal failure. When you practice self-compassion, you replace self-criticism with empathy, treating yourself with gentleness and understanding. The first step towards self-compassion is becoming aware of how you speak to yourself. When you're feeling down, take a moment to notice the thoughts running through your mind. Are you being supportive and understanding, or are you berating yourself for not measuring up? Often, we treat ourselves with much more severity than we would a friend in the same situation. Imagine if your closest friend came to you feeling frustrated or upset. Chances are you'd offer words of encouragement and comfort, not harsh criticism. Now, try to redirect that same kindness toward yourself. Recognizing that you deserve the same care as others can help shift your mindset and improve your emotional well-being. Another critical aspect of self-compassion is understanding that no one has everything figured out. It's easy to look at others and assume they have their lives perfectly in order while we're struggling. Social media, in particular, often distorts this reality by showing only the highlights of people's lives. But the truth is, everyone faces challenges. When you're feeling inadequate or down, remind yourself that your struggles are part of the shared human experience. You're not alone, and facing difficulty doesn't make you any less worthy of love or success. Self-compassion also involves caring for your emotional and physical needs during tough times. It means recognizing when you need a break and giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. When you're going through a rough patch, prioritize activities that restore your energy and bring you comfort. This might include taking time off work to relax, spending time in nature, or doing something creative you enjoy. It's crucial to remember that caring for your well-being is not selfish, it's necessary. By nourishing yourself, you build resilience, which is key to maintaining long-term happiness. One of the most transformative practices of self-compassion is forgiveness. Holding on to guilt or regret can significantly hinder your happiness. We all make mistakes, but growth often comes from those very imperfections. If you've made an error, acknowledge it, learn from it, and then let it go. Holding on to past mistakes only weighs you down, preventing you from moving forward. Self-forgiveness is an act of self-love that allows you to release the burden of past errors and approach the future with a fresh perspective. Every misstep you make is an opportunity for growth. The key is to embrace these imperfections with compassion instead of criticism. When you forgive yourself, you stop punishing yourself for being human. You allow yourself the grace to evolve, make mistakes, and learn from them, ultimately becoming more resilient and joyful in the process. Self-compassion isn't about perfection. It's about accepting yourself as you are, imperfections and all. It's about showing yourself the same kindness and care that you show others, understanding that it's okay to not have everything figured out. By practicing self-compassion, you create a foundation of love and support that enables you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. This foundation is essential for fostering happiness that's rooted in self-acceptance, personal growth, and emotional well-being. Chapter 9. The Art of Letting Go. One of the biggest barriers to lasting happiness is holding on to things that no longer serve us, whether it's grudges, regrets, old fears, or outdated goals. While the idea of letting go can seem daunting, it's one of the most freeing and transformative steps you can take toward true happiness. Letting go isn't about forgetting or giving up. It's about releasing the emotional weight tied to certain things so you can move forward with peace and clarity. Many of us carry emotional baggage without even realizing it. It could be a past mistake we can't forgive ourselves for, a relationship that left us hurt and resentful, or fear of failure that keeps us paralyzed. We might also hold on to unrealized goals or ambitions that no longer align with our true desires. While it's natural to hold on to these feelings, doing so often keeps us stuck in a loop of worry, regret, and fear, preventing us from living fully in the present moment and enjoying the happiness available to us. Letting go begins with awareness. Take some time to reflect on what's weighing you down. Is there a past conflict you can't resolve, a deep regret that haunts you, an unrealistic expectation of yourself or others? Identifying what's holding you back is the first step toward freeing yourself from it. It's easy to avoid this process because confronting our pain or fear is uncomfortable, but in reality, avoiding it only strengthens the hold it has over us. By acknowledging it, you can start to break free. Forgiveness is a powerful tool in the process of letting go. Forgiving doesn't mean excusing harmful actions or pretending the pain never happened. It means freeing yourself from the grip of anger and resentment. When you forgive, you are not letting the other person off the hook. You're letting yourself go free. You're choosing peace over bitterness. Remember, forgiveness is a process, not a one-time act. Start small, and over time, you'll notice the weight lifting. By letting go of emotional burdens, you create space for peace, joy, and growth. The act of releasing what no longer serves you is a powerful way to reclaim your happiness and move forward in life with freedom and clarity. Chapter 10. Building a Sustainable Happiness. Routine. Happiness isn't something you achieve once and for all. It's a state of being that can be nurtured through consistent habits and intentional actions. While external circumstances will always fluctuate, the key to lasting happiness lies in creating a daily routine that supports your overall well-being and aligns with your core values. A sustainable happiness routine involves integrating practices that nurture your mind, body, and spirit, ensuring that happiness becomes a constant part of your life. The first step to building this routine is awareness. Take a moment to examine your current habits and how they affect your mood and energy. Are your daily routines bringing you closer to happiness, or are they draining your joy? Many of us fall into patterns of overcommitting, rushing through tasks, or neglecting self-care, leaving little time for things that truly bring us joy. By becoming more aware of these habits, you can start making intentional choices to prioritize what matters most to you. One of the most powerful ways to foster happiness is to start your day with intention. Instead of diving straight into your tasks or checking your phone, take the first few minutes of your morning to establish a positive tone for the day. This could include activities like practicing gratitude, meditating, journaling, or simply enjoying a peaceful moment with a cup of tea. These small rituals help set your mindset for the day and create a sense of calm before the busyness begins. By incorporating these mindful practices into your routine, you can create a foundation for happiness that remains steady despite life's ups and downs. Making time for things that uplift you, whether it's exercise, hobbies, or connecting with loved ones, can keep your well-being balanced and your happiness sustainable. With intentional daily habits, you can ensure that happiness becomes a natural, enduring part of your life. Chapter 11. The role of resilience in happiness. Life is full of unpredictability, and challenges are a natural part of the journey. No matter how carefully you plan or how positive your outlook, obstacles will emerge. However, what distinguishes those who falter under pressure from those who bounce back is resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward with purpose and optimism. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but learning how to navigate them with strength and grace. At the heart of resilience is mindset. How you perceive challenges impacts how you respond to them. When confronted with adversity, it's normal to experience frustration, sadness, or fear. These feelings are natural and should be acknowledged, but resilience involves shifting your perspective, from viewing challenges as obstacles to seeing them as opportunities for growth. This doesn't diminish the difficulty of the situation, but reminds you that struggles often offer valuable lessons and chances to evolve. Building resilience starts with self-belief. When you trust in your ability to overcome adversity, you're more likely to take proactive steps toward finding solutions. Reflect on past challenges you've faced and how you overcame them. This reinforces your confidence that you can handle whatever comes next. Acknowledging your past victories reminds you of your inner strength and resourcefulness. Another important aspect of resilience is flexibility. Life rarely unfolds as expected, and sticking rigidly to a single path can lead to frustration. Resilient individuals embrace change and adjust their approach when necessary. Being flexible doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means being open to new paths and solutions. This adaptability helps you stay focused on what's important, even when things don't go according to plan. Resilience is key to finding lasting happiness. It allows you to overcome life's challenges with a sense of purpose and confidence, ensuring that obstacles don't define your journey. Chapter 12. The power of giving and kindness. Happiness grows exponentially when shared. One of the most impactful ways to nurture lasting joy is through acts of giving and kindness. Whether it's offering your time, resources, or emotional support, giving creates connections that benefit both you and the recipient. Kindness, though simple, has a transformative effect. It not only brings happiness to those you help, but also strengthens your sense of purpose and fulfillment. At its essence, giving is about contributing to something beyond your own needs. In a world that often prioritizes personal goals and comfort, true happiness comes from knowing that you've made a positive difference in someone else's life. You don't need to perform grand acts or donate large amounts of money to experience this. Giving can take many forms: volunteering in your community, listening to someone who's struggling, or sharing your skills with those who can benefit. Each of these small, thoughtful gestures holds significant power. The connection between giving and happiness is backed by science. Research shows that acts of kindness trigger the release of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin in the brain. This creates what's known as the helper's glow, a sense of emotional fulfillment that comes from helping others. Additionally, these acts activate the areas of the brain related to connection and reward, reinforcing feelings of social belonging and purpose. Studies also suggest that those who engage regularly in giving or volunteer work report higher levels of life satisfaction, lower stress, and reduced feelings of depression. These benefits come from both the physical effects of kindness and the deep sense of meaning it provides. The best part? Kindness doesn't require grand plans or elaborate gestures. In fact, some of the most meaningful acts are spontaneous and personal. It could be as simple as helping someone with their groceries, sending a thoughtful message to a friend, or paying for someone's coffee. These small actions can have a profound ripple effect. When one person receives kindness, they're more likely to pay it forward, creating a chain of positivity that spreads far beyond the original act. By incorporating kindness into your daily life, you not only enhance the lives of others, but also enrich your own. Giving with an open heart fosters a deeper connection to the world around you and creates a more fulfilling, joyful life. Chapter 13. Finding Joy in Simplicity. In today's world filled with constant demands and distractions, the pursuit of happiness often feels tied to achieving more possessions, more success, and more recognition. But true and lasting joy isn't found in accumulation, it's found in simplicity. By focusing on what truly matters and decluttering both your physical and mental space, you can make room for deeper contentment and peace. Start by simplifying your environment. Look around your home or workspace. Are there items you no longer need or use? Clothes you never wear, gadgets that collect dust, or objects that simply add to the clutter? These things, though they may seem harmless, can create a sense of chaos or overwhelm. Begin by tackling one area at a time. Donate, recycle, or discard things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. When you create a cleaner, more intentional space, you also free up your mind and make room for things that truly bring you joy and peace. Simplicity, however, isn't just about physical possessions. It's also about clearing mental and emotional clutter. Many of us carry unnecessary stress, worries, and pressures that prevent us from feeling fulfilled. Simplifying your mindset means letting go of perfectionism, reducing self-imposed expectations, and focusing on what truly aligns with your values. Ask yourself, are the goals you're pursuing ones that make you happy, or are you simply following a path because you feel you should? When you simplify your priorities and let go of unimportant or unfulfilling tasks, you create more room for what truly matters. Embracing simplicity is about making intentional choices. It's about choosing what brings joy, peace, and fulfillment, and letting go of what doesn't. This shift towards simplicity can help you clear the mental and emotional weight that often makes life feel overwhelming. By focusing on the essentials and prioritizing what aligns with your true values, you open yourself to a more peaceful and joyful way of living. Living simply doesn't mean eliminating everything from your life. It means focusing on what is important to you, reducing distractions, and embracing a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. By simplifying both your environment and mindset, you can cultivate a deeper sense of happiness and experience life with greater clarity and ease. Chapter 14. The Role of Hope in Happiness. Hope is a powerful force that propels us forward, especially during times of uncertainty or difficulty. It's the belief that tomorrow holds the potential for something better, and it fuels our resilience, creativity, and sense of purpose. Without hope, happiness can seem elusive, but with hope, we find the strength to face life's challenges and discover joy, even in the most difficult moments. At its heart, hope is about possibility. It doesn't mean ignoring life's struggles or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, hope is the belief that setbacks are temporary and that there are always opportunities for growth, change, and better days ahead. It gives us the courage to take risks, try new things, and keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Hope connects where we are now to where we want to be. Cultivating hope begins with shifting our perspective. When faced with tough times, it's easy to focus solely on the problems and feel overwhelmed. Hope encourages us to step back and see the bigger picture. Instead of dwelling on what's going wrong, hope invites us to ask, what can I learn from this situation? Or how might this challenge lead to personal growth or new opportunities? By focusing on the possibilities rather than just the struggles, we can maintain hope even when the road ahead seems unclear. Hope is also about resilience. It strengthens our ability to keep going when life feels difficult, giving us the endurance to face challenges with optimism. It helps us maintain a sense of purpose, knowing that even during hard times, there are opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset allows us to approach adversity with a sense of curiosity rather than fear. In conclusion, hope is essential for happiness because it provides a sense of direction and purpose. It empowers us to see beyond our immediate difficulties and reminds us that better days are possible. By cultivating hope and focusing on the possibilities, we can navigate through challenges with strength and find joy even in uncertain times. Chapter 15. Aligning your actions with your values. True happiness isn't found in fleeting moments of pleasure or success. It comes from living authentically in a way that reflects your deepest values. Fulfillment and lasting happiness emerge when your actions align with the principles that define who you are and what matters most to you. When there is harmony between your actions and values, you create a sense of integrity, purpose, and inner peace. Values are personal and serve as the compass guiding your decisions, shaping your relationships, and influencing how you interact with the world. For some, values might include family, creativity, growth, honesty, or compassion. Others may prioritize community, health, or adventure. Identifying your core values is the first step toward living a life that truly resonates with who you are. To discover what matters most to you, ask yourself, what do I deeply care about? What makes me feel alive, fulfilled, and connected to something bigger than myself? Once you've pinpointed your values, take a close look at your daily actions. Are they consistent with your values, or are there areas where you're acting in ways that contradict what you believe in? For instance, if health is a core value, are you making time for regular exercise, eating well, and getting sufficient rest? If family is important to you, are you prioritizing quality time with your loved ones? Misalignment between actions and values often leads to unhappiness. Even when everything else seems fine on the surface, when your actions don't reflect your values, it creates a sense of unease or dissatisfaction. This feeling of discontent is a signal that something is out of balance and that you might need to realign your priorities. Aligning your actions with your values brings fulfillment and peace. It allows you to live with integrity, making decisions that feel true to yourself. When you consistently act in ways that reflect your core beliefs, you'll experience a deeper sense of happiness, as your life will feel more purposeful and authentic. Chapter 16. Cultivating patience and acceptance. In a fast-paced world that demands instant results, patience and acceptance often seem like forgotten virtues. We're conditioned to seek quick fixes, immediate responses, and swift solutions to our challenges. However, learning to cultivate patience and embrace acceptance is essential for lasting happiness. These qualities teach us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace, find peace in the present moment, and grow through the inevitable difficulties we face. Patience is frequently misunderstood as passive waiting. In reality, it is an active skill. It involves the ability to endure delays, setbacks, or struggles without allowing frustration or negativity to take control. Patience helps us slow down, trust the process, and maintain calm, even when the outcome isn't immediately clear. Whether you're working toward a long-term goal, recovering from a difficult experience, or simply caught in traffic, patience provides the mental space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. A key first step in cultivating patience is shifting your perspective on time. Many of us are driven by a constant sense of urgency, feeling pressured to accomplish everything right away or solve problems instantly. This mindset often leads to stress and poor decision-making. To counter this, remind yourself that significant progress, growth, and success take time. Just like a seed doesn't bloom overnight, the best outcomes, whether personal development, relationships, or achievements, require consistent effort and nurturing. Embracing the natural rhythm of life can help reduce the pressure to rush. Instead of focusing on the end goal, immerse yourself in the process. Every small step you take, no matter how slow, is part of the journey toward something greater. In this way, patience becomes a tool for not just enduring challenges, but also appreciating the journey and allowing space for growth, learning, and transformation. Incorporating patience and acceptance into your daily life enables you to embrace the present moment, free from anxiety about the future. It allows you to live with a sense of peace and resilience, even when life doesn't go as planned. Through patience, you can face life's uncertainties with strength, wisdom, and an open heart, fostering greater happiness in the long run. Chapter 17. The Transformative Power of Creativity. Creativity is often an overlooked but powerful pathway to happiness. While we commonly associate creativity with art, music, or writing, it extends far beyond these realms. Creativity is fundamentally about expressing yourself, finding innovative solutions, and viewing the world through a lens of possibility. It's an inherent part of the human experience, and engaging in creative activities can lead to profound joy, self-discovery, and fulfillment. One of the remarkable aspects of creativity is that it doesn't require you to be an expert or to produce something perfect. The value lies in the process, not the end result. Whether you're drawing, cooking, gardening, or brainstorming ideas, creativity offers an opportunity to be present and engaged. It encourages exploration, experimentation, and connection with your inner self. When you immerse yourself in a creative activity, you enter a state of flow, where time seems to slip away, and you become fully absorbed in the moment. This experience of flow is incredibly satisfying and can bring immense joy, regardless of the outcome. Creativity also has a positive impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Research has shown that engaging in creative activities can significantly reduce stress, elevate mood, and improve problem-solving abilities. It offers a valuable outlet for expressing emotions that might be difficult to convey through words. Creativity provides a safe space for release, allowing you to process and heal from emotional struggles. Furthermore, creativity promotes resilience. It encourages you to think outside the box and approach challenges with fresh perspectives. This ability to reframe problems in innovative ways not only helps with personal growth, but also fosters a sense of empowerment. As you tap into your creative potential, you build confidence in your ability to handle difficulties and find solutions. Incorporating creativity into your daily routine doesn't require grand gestures or extraordinary talent. It's about embracing moments of self-expression, engaging with your surroundings, and allowing yourself to explore new ways of thinking and doing. By nurturing your creative spirit, you not only enhance your happiness, but also unlock new avenues for personal fulfillment and growth. Chapter 18. Embracing change as a path to happiness. Change is inevitable, yet many of us find ourselves resisting it. Whether it's starting a new job, ending a relationship, moving to a different city, or simply growing older, change often brings discomfort. But learning to embrace change rather than fear, it is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward greater happiness. Change offers growth, new opportunities, and the chance to redefine happiness in ways that align with your evolving self. Resistance to change often comes from fear. The fear of the unknown, fear of losing control, or fear of leaving behind what feels safe and familiar. While these fears are natural, holding on to the past or fighting against change can lead to stress, frustration, and a sense of stagnation. By embracing change, however, you can move with life's flow, adapt to new circumstances, and uncover unexpected joys along the way. The key to embracing change is shifting your perspective. Instead of viewing change as a threat, see it as an opportunity for growth. Reframe the situation by asking, "What can I learn from this?" or "How might this change lead to something better?" This shift in mindset from fear to curiosity helps you see change as a door to new possibilities. For example, losing a job can initially feel like a devastating setback, but it could also be the catalyst for exploring a new career path, pursuing a passion you've neglected, or even starting your own business. In the face of change, it's important to trust that life's transitions can bring about positive transformations that help you grow in ways you never imagined. Embracing change also means accepting that discomfort is a natural part of the process. When you resist change, you're holding on to the past and preventing yourself from experiencing the fullness of life. But when you accept change as part of your journey, you open yourself up to new experiences and potential happiness. Each change, no matter how challenging, holds the promise of new opportunities, personal growth, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Ultimately, embracing change is about learning to flow with life's natural rhythms, letting go of old attachments, and welcoming the new. By doing so, you allow yourself the freedom to grow, adapt, and create the life you truly desire. Chapter 19. Practicing emotional intelligence for deeper happiness. Happiness is closely tied to how we understand, manage, and express our emotions. This is where emotional intelligence, EQ, plays a crucial role. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions, empathize with others, and manage social interactions with awareness and care. Developing EQ can enhance your relationships, boost your mental health, and contribute to a richer, more fulfilling life. The foundation of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. It begins with recognizing your emotions, understanding what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and how these emotions influence your thoughts and behaviors. Many people react to life's challenges on autopilot, unaware of the emotions that drive their actions. Practicing self-awareness helps break this cycle. Take a moment each day to check in with yourself and ask, "What am I feeling right now? Why do I feel this way? How is this emotion impacting my thoughts and actions?" Journaling can be an effective tool to explore these questions and gain a better understanding of your emotional patterns. Once you are aware of your emotions, The next step is self-regulation, learning to manage your emotional responses in healthy, constructive ways. Self-regulation doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing your emotions. It means responding to them thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. For example, if you feel angry, take a pause before reacting. A brief moment of reflection can prevent you from saying or doing something you might regret. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and reframing your thoughts are useful in managing intense emotions, allowing you to approach situations with more clarity and composure. In addition to managing your own emotions, emotional intelligence involves empathy, understanding and sharing the feelings of others. Empathy allows you to connect with people on a deeper level, fostering meaningful relationships. By practicing empathy, you become better equipped to navigate social situations with kindness and respect, which can lead to stronger bonds and greater happiness. Developing emotional intelligence is a lifelong process that requires practice and patience. The more you cultivate self-awareness and self-regulation, the more you can improve your emotional well-being and enhance your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. Through emotional intelligence, you can create a deeper sense of happiness that lasts beyond fleeting moments of joy. Chapter 20. Living in alignment with the present moment. In our fast-paced world, many people find themselves chasing happiness in the future or dwelling on the past. While it's natural to have goals and reflect on experiences, true happiness resides in the present moment. Learning to live in the now is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate lasting peace and joy. By embracing mindfulness and grounding yourself in the present, you can experience contentment and fulfillment in your daily life. The present moment is the only time you truly have. The past is behind you, and the future remains uncertain. Yet, so many of us spend our days consumed by regrets, anxieties, or plans, all of which prevent us from appreciating the richness of the here and now. Living in the present means fully experiencing whatever is happening in the moment, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your morning coffee, or the sound of laughter from a loved one. These small, simple moments are often the building blocks of happiness. To cultivate a life that is aligned with the present, mindfulness is key. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to what's happening right now, without judgment or distraction. It's about observing your thoughts, emotions, and sensations without getting lost in them. For example, if you're feeling stressed, mindfulness enables you to acknowledge the stress without letting it consume you. Instead of reacting immediately, you can respond with clarity and calmness, choosing your next step intentionally. One of the most effective ways to live in the present is by practicing mindfulness in everyday life. It doesn't require hours of meditation or a quiet retreat. Mindfulness can be integrated into your daily routine in simple, accessible ways. Start with focusing on your breath. Take a few deep breaths and pay attention to the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. This simple act of deep breathing anchors you to the present moment, helping to calm your mind and bring clarity. You can also practice mindfulness during routine activities. When you're eating, instead of rushing through your meal or multitasking, slow down and pay attention to the flavors, textures, and aromas. Savor each bite, focusing on the sensory experience rather than distractions. Similarly, when walking, notice the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the sounds around you, and the rhythm of your movement. These small practices can help you stay present and build a stronger connection to the now. Living in the present also involves letting go of judgments. When you observe your thoughts and feelings, allow them to come and go without attaching labels to them. If you experience frustration or worry, acknowledge these emotions, but don't let them define you. Letting go of judgment opens up space for peace, allowing you to experience life more fully. Being present doesn't mean you stop planning for the future or reflecting on the past. It simply means giving yourself the freedom to fully engage with the present moment. The more you practice living in the now, the more you'll find that happiness, fulfillment, and peace exist in the spaces between moments, not in a far-off destination or a perfect situation, but in the simplicity of being fully alive in the present. Chapter 21. The interconnection between giving and receiving happiness is not a solitary experience. It flourishes in connection. One of the most impactful ways to cultivate joy is through the delicate balance of giving and receiving. While society often emphasizes the act of giving, it is equally important to recognize the significance of receiving. Both are essential in creating meaningful relationships, fostering a sense of belonging, and maintaining a harmonious, fulfilling life. Understanding and embracing this balance can not only enhance your own happiness, but also contribute to the happiness of others. Giving is one of the most genuine expressions of care and compassion. It involves offering your time, resources, or energy to help others, creating a connection and making a positive difference in their lives. Whether it's supporting a friend in need, volunteering in your community, or offering a skill or kind words, giving takes many forms. Each act of generosity allows you to contribute to something greater than yourself, cultivating a sense of purpose and fulfillment. The science behind giving is fascinating. Acts of generosity trigger the release of endorphins, often known as the helper's high, which elevate your mood and foster feelings of well-being. Additionally, giving activates the brain's reward centers, reinforcing feelings of happiness and satisfaction. This process not only promotes emotional well-being, but also strengthens social connections. Generosity fosters trust, connection, and reciprocity, laying the foundation for deeper relationships. Studies suggest that individuals who regularly give to others report greater life satisfaction, lower stress levels, and even improved physical health. Equally important is the ability to receive. Many of us may find it uncomfortable or even difficult to accept help, gifts, or compliments, thinking that we must always give without expecting anything in return. However, the act of receiving is just as essential to maintaining balance in our relationships and our emotional well-being. When we allow ourselves to receive, we open up the space for others to experience the joy of giving. By accepting with gratitude, we also foster deeper connections, showing that we value and appreciate the contributions of others. The interplay of giving and receiving creates a continuous flow of positivity. When you give, you enhance the lives of others, and in turn, when you receive, you allow others the opportunity to experience joy through their generosity. This exchange strengthens social bonds and creates a supportive environment where everyone can thrive. When both giving and receiving are in balance, happiness becomes a shared experience, creating a more fulfilling and interconnected life. Chapter 22. The Healing Power of Forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools for lasting happiness. Though it's not always easy, it has the potential to liberate you from emotional burdens like anger, resentment, and hurt. While forgiveness is often seen as a gift to others, it is just as, if not more, beneficial to yourself. By forgiving, you free yourself from the grip of the past and open the door to peace, joy, and healing in your life. At its essence, forgiveness is about letting go of the emotional hold that a painful experience or person has over you. It doesn't mean condoning the harm done or forgetting the experience. Rather, it means choosing not to let that hurt define who you are or dictate your future. Forgiveness enables you to release the bitterness and anger that can block your happiness, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart. The first step in forgiveness is acknowledging your emotions. When someone wrongs you, it's natural to feel anger, sadness, or betrayal. Denying or suppressing these feelings only prolongs the pain. Take time to truly understand your emotions. This can be done through journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or seeking professional support. By recognizing and accepting your feelings, you lay the groundwork for healing. Another crucial aspect of forgiveness is trying to understand the perspective of the person who hurt you. This does not mean excusing their actions, but considering their personal struggles, pain, or limitations. Recognizing their humanity can soften your anger, helping you see them as imperfect individuals rather than malicious beings. This shift in perspective makes it easier to forgive, as you begin to view their actions as a reflection of their own struggles, not as a personal attack. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or allowing harmful behavior to continue, but it does offer a chance for emotional freedom. By choosing to forgive, you release the hold that past pain has on you, making room for healing and happiness. While it's a challenging process, the benefits of forgiveness are profound. It allows you to reclaim your peace and take back control of your emotional well-being. Chapter 23. Building a life of lasting joy. Happiness is not a fixed point. It's a journey shaped by our choices, actions, and mindset. Creating lasting joy begins with the understanding that life's challenges and triumphs are part of the experience. Every day presents an opportunity to nurture happiness, whether it's through small acts of kindness, fostering meaningful relationships, or pursuing goals that matter to you. By living intentionally and with purpose, you can build a life that feels grounded, rewarding, and truly fulfilling. The foundation of lasting joy is aligning your daily actions with your core values. This involves creating habits that support your well-being and contribute to a sense of purpose. Simple yet powerful practices like practicing gratitude, engaging in acts of kindness, and taking time for self-reflection can significantly enhance your emotional state and environment, making it easier for happiness to flourish. Fostering meaningful connections with others is another essential component of joy. Building relationships, becoming involved in your community, and sharing experiences with others contribute to a deep sense of belonging. This connection to others strengthens the overall sense of fulfillment and well-being. While joy is often associated with big moments, true happiness is often found in the smaller, everyday experiences. A warm conversation with a friend, a thoughtful gesture, or the satisfaction of accomplishing something personal. These moments, although simple, can accumulate to create a life filled with joy. When you consciously choose to align your life with your values and focus on the things that bring peace and meaning, happiness naturally becomes a part of your life. By building a life rooted in intention and purpose, you create a foundation that nurtures long-term joy. Chapter 24. The Power of Optimism. Optimism is a transformative force that shapes how we perceive and navigate life. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect, but rather approaching life's difficulties with the belief that improvement is possible. Optimistic individuals focus on solutions, not problems, and face adversity with hope and resilience. Studies have shown that optimism is closely linked to better health, increased happiness, and higher success rates. A core element of optimism is adopting a positive mindset, which can be developed through consistent practice. When confronted with challenges, instead of dwelling on the obstacles, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or, what potential opportunities could emerge from this situation? This shift in focus allows you to concentrate on growth and possibilities rather than being overwhelmed by the issue at hand. Optimism also involves the belief that despite setbacks, there is always something to look forward to. Whether it's a new opportunity, a lesson learned, or a shift in perspective, optimism enables you to find hope in every circumstance. It's about trusting that each experience, no matter how difficult, contributes to your personal growth and brings you closer to the life you envision. By cultivating optimism, you train yourself to see the bright side even in tough times, helping you move forward with confidence and a positive outlook. Take a deep breath, embrace the present, and embark on your journey toward lasting joy. The tools are in your hands, and the path ahead is yours to follow. Happiness isn't something out there waiting to be discovered. It resides within you, ready to be cultivated, nurtured, and shared with the world. Let this journey be a celebration of your growth, resilience, and the beautiful potential that lies before you.